This is not a kid-friendly show.
Yo, what's going on, my dudes? Welcome to another RuneFest 2016 coverage video. So today we're going to be talking about the pet park that Mod Mark mentioned. I just want to say quickly that we are in the realm of more abstract ideas now, and what I mean by that is this may or may not come into fruition. It may be something like the Church of You revealed years back that never ended up in game. I just wanted to put that caveat out there. It's still very possible it will show up though. So the pet park is kind of like a zoo or safari that will populate with all the pets you've earned and unlocked as you play. Collecting certain groups of pets will garner different rewards. I don't know what these groups will be, but maybe it's something like collecting all the God Wars 1 pets, including Nex, in one group. Maybe you'll earn a God Wars 1 theme for your pet park or something like that. Who knows? Also, you may be able to train up your pets to perform certain tasks for you while you're away. You can think of it much like managing Miscellania, where you can allocate a certain amount of pets to do certain jobs, which would gain you different resources or rewards over time. It seems like a pretty cool idea, to be honest, especially considering that right now most pets are mere cosmetics. It'll be really nice to have some kind of use for them. When they mentioned this reveal, they also said that they'll be adding skilling pets to the remaining combat skills that didn't get pets with the skilling pets update, which sounds pretty dope. I thought it would be fun to go over each skill quickly to talk about what I think would be a decent pet for each skill. So here we go. First up is attack. I kept it simple with this one, seeing as the skill icon for attack is a sword. Why not have a floating sword follow you, much like a Honedge if you played Pokemon? I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility, considering we do have floating hatchets and pickaxes in the game. I could see it fitting really nicely. Next up we have strength. Now the closest thing I can think of when I think of strength is Bandos. So I thought, why not an Orc? We already have General Grardar pet, so I figured why not something modeled after the other known living Orc we know about, Zarador. I think if you simplify his design and give him maybe a maul to wield, it would be a really nice pet for strength. Next up we have defense. Now I'm thinking something like a Bulwark Beast. Not necessarily that, because it's tied with Dungeoneering, but that kind of idea. An armored looking four-legged beast. Maybe even something like the Warborn Behemoth. Or we can simply have it be something like an armadillo with metal plating. I just really like the idea of a hulking armored four-legged creature to represent defense. Next up we're looking at range. I've seen this suggested on Reddit and I couldn't agree more. We gotta have Spark from the Poison Arrow pub as a ranged pet. It just fits so nicely. He's got a Robin Hood hat on and he's in the pub that represents range. Just give him a nice graphical update and say no more. That would be a perfect pet for the range, hands down. Next up we got magic. When I think of magic, I think of having some sort of elemental pet. Maybe they go through a particular elemental like fire or air, or maybe they go through something like the baby version of a balance elemental from While Gothic Sleeps, just to give him a graphical update, and that would work nicely. It was kind of hard to come up with a pet for this one because I didn't want it to be too similar to runecrafting, but I think that fits nicely. Next up we have Constitution. This one was kind of hard to think of, honestly, because everything I could think of could easily use for another skill. I'll just tell you the best things that I could come up with. Thinking of Constitution, you think of healing, so that was my line of thought. The things that fit best for it would be like a Bunyip or a Unicorn or a Soul Split Spirit or a Void Spinner. All of these could be represented elsewhere, however, so what do you guys suggest? Next up we have Prayer. Now I got two ideas for this one. The first one is something like a ghost or a skeleton, maybe an Anku, because I feel like they represent prayer nicely and I wouldn't mind seeing that. Also, I wouldn't mind seeing like a mini Icene pet, considering they look very angelic. We do have Commander Zilliana pet, but they could opt for a slightly different design to differentiate the two. I think either of those two ideas would be fine for prayer. And last but not least, we got summoning. This is another one where I've heard the suggestions on Reddit and I just have to go with it. So they've mentioned having a baby Pack-Yak pet as a pet, and I thought that was perfect. A little mini Baru. I mean, who wouldn't want that? Here's the drawing by Presley, and after seeing this, I couldn't think of anything more fitting. It has to be a baby Pack-Yak. Anyways, that's it for the new pet park and the upcoming skilling pets. What kind of ideas do you guys have for the pets? I'd really like to hear your thoughts in the comments. But yeah, we're almost done here with the RuneFest 2016 coverage. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you want more. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.